Let me just pour this beer into a glass real quick.
Beer sounds so good. I don't have any alcohol. I forgot to buy some yesterday. Instead, I bought cat litter and pumpkins.
The essentials.
Zach wants a pumpkin pie soon, so...
He gets a pumpkin pie.
He gets a pumpkin pie.
And you get no beer.
I get no beer.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 151 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Portz, and Evil Space Bunny is also here, but not really here.
Am I?
Well, I mean, you're here in the ether, but not here physically.
That's true. I am here in the ether of the internet.
How is the ether, by the way?
It's a little stuffy. Spectrum is being an ass and a piece of shit, you know, so it's a little stuffy.
Right.
Kind of bitty, I guess. The bit rate's not the best, so you know it is what it is.
That's BS.
It is a little bit BS.
You're alluding to internet problems you had today, literally today, and always.
Always,
it seems like.
It's been a fucking ongoing nightmare, and I want to set everything on fire.
If you had to review Spectrum in one sentence, what would it be?
Ass, not the good kind.
Damn, you don't even need a sentence. One word, holy shit.
Garbage, dumpster fire. I could continue if you'd like.
No, I think I got the picture.
Perfect. Amazing. I'm glad that you're not having internet issues because you would be sad like me.
True. That's definitely true. Hey, Bunny.
Yeah.
If I like this podcast, what can I do to help?
Oh my God. You can share us with your friends and your coworkers and anyone else who would like to fucking listen to us be idiots. That includes you. Thank you.
Or anyone you think wouldn't like it as a joke.
As a joke. That'd be pretty funny.
Send it to them to troll them. Be like, you'd love this content, and you know they wouldn't.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
And then they could come and scream at us on Twitter, and I will fight them. I will fight that person. So if you don't like this person, send them my way, and I will fight them for you. Okay?
I'd bet if this person's on Twitter, they like us. I don't think there's anyone on that entire website. Most of that website agrees on things, I think.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
It's just full of positivity. Nothing ever wrong. No drama. No fucking dumpster fires.
Certainly no drama. My God. We didn't have to ban the president of the United States on there at all. Okay.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, but no, please share and like us if you share and like us.
Yes, please. We appreciate it. And we've noticed that it's helping. So you guys keep doing it. Thank you. We love you and appreciate you.
Yeah, we noticed you.
Yeah, we noticed you.
How's that feel?
Thank you.
Just wear that for a little bit. See how it feels.
It's all cozy, like a warm hug or something. I don't know.
It does feel like a blanket to me.
Oh, people cozy. People comfy.
People cozy?
Yeah, people cozy. He's got a little blankie and he's happy.
Emote. The people emotes are fucking, they're great.
They're cute.
When I go into a channel that doesn't have them, I consider not chatting ever.
It's a sad time, honestly.
Yeah,
it is. If I don't have lol W's or kek W's,
I didn't understand it at first. I think you and I had a conversation about this when Better TV or BTTV was booming.
Yeah.
And it was the only one. And I didn't have it on my channel, and I made you get several other people would berate me for it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, who gives a shit? Because I never used emotes back then.
Yeah.
I was like a text purist. But now
you understand.
I've seen the light, and I barely ever type words.
It just helps. It conveys so much emotion sometimes. I saw you do the stare emo and I was like, oh, he's learning. I saw it in chat today and I was like, he's learning. We can't teach him.
It's been a while. It's been probably a year since I've been like this.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny. It's just still funny to see it, especially since you were like,
the evolution of Portz's brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Descending into fucking internet culture.
Exactly. Speaking of evolution, we have a game to pick for each other this week since we got lazy.
Yours is the evolution of dance. Dance revolution.
DDR? Hell yeah! Actually, I do have Just Dance on Steam. Are you surprised?
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot.
I'm a little. No, I mean you like Beat Saber. It makes sense.
Yeah, I like dance games. I think I have like 20 hours in it. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've touched it though. Okay, so since it's Spooktober, and it's time, Portz.
I thought it was Spocktober. I picked a Star Trek game for it. Shit.
Shit. I would actually play.
You have to play through the entirety of Star Trek Online.
No, it was actually.
Oh, how fucked would that be if I picked an MMO for you?
I would probably murder you. Actually, I played it for 5 minutes and I uninstalled.
Just give it a shot. Fucking create a character in RuneScape. See how it goes.
Then I come back later and
That's what Jerry Seinfeld was trying to get you to sign up for RuneScape. Try it out. See what happens.
Just see what happens. Who knows?
My Jerry Seinfeld is too close to fucking JFK.
That's not what you can do for your country.
MMO can do for you, but what you can do for your MMO.
Kramer, what can you do?
Why'd you say that, Kramer? Okay.
Anyway, so my game for you is Lost in Vivo. It's time, Portz.
Yes. Lost in Vivo.
It is
What
time.
is Vivo? Is that a thing or is that a made up thing from the game?
Oh, good question. I actually do not know.
You like my hard hitting reporting every time you bring up a game and you're like, I don't know.
I just fucking enjoyed it. What is Vivo?
I'm just a gamer.
What does Vivo mean? Okay, Vivo means in the living body of a plant or an animal. So Lost in Vivo. So maybe this. Oh, I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm not gonna say anymore. Anymore.
Okay. It's kind of a spoiler.
It is kind of a spoiler.
Wish I didn't know what it meant.
Fuck! I'm sorry. I should have kept my mouth shut. But
I'm sure it's fine. I mean, they named it that. Someone looked at it and knew, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Fine. So you just got to figure out what you're inside.
Yeah. Whoa. I've never been good at that.
Also, you will grow attached to a dog in this game.
From the inside out.
Well, I mean, he's not. You're not inside him. Luckily.
Okay. I'm not inside a dog in this game.
No.
I have no interest.
I'm concerned. I played this 2 years ago. I might revisit
video
it.
Video games are for escapism, buddy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Do the stuff you don't normally do.
Oh God. No. Anyway, I fucking loved this game when it came out. I talked about it heavily, I think, on the podcast. I don't remember if I spoiled it or not. I don't think I did. Because it's just like so fucky with your brain. And this game just literally, all it does is just antagonize you in any way that it possibly can.
It's kind of got boomer shooter graphics too.
Yeah, it's low poly.
That's sweet.
Kira, I think, is the dev, and they purposely went out of their way to this is like one of the games that kind of brought back low poly. Like brought it and like started making it more mainstream.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So
I see they're part of the Droid X collection.
Yes.
And shit like that.
Yes.
That's neat.
Yeah. Kira, they are part of that, and I think that's how they got started originally. I played a couple other their weird little games that they have on itch.io.
Is Kira an acronym or one person?
It's one person. They go by they them. So but yeah,
it was all capitalized. That's why I was.
Yeah,
unsure.
I'm pretty sure it's just one person because I follow them on Twitter, but they're kind of elusive. They're very eccentric, so it kind of makes sense.
Right.
Okay, so that's my pick for you.
Sounds good. I am going to pick a game that I spoiled to you earlier.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because we were supposed to do this at the beginning of the month. And then we both forgot because Bunny had a vacation.
So
which is her
sorry.
excuse and mine somehow.
Yeah, it's a good excuse for both of us. Honestly, we got so fucked up. So.
Yeah, because our record times got thrown off and shit.
Yeah. Also, you got
my
sick.
Game
so
for you is it's true. That was terrible.
Yeah, don't ever get sick again.
Don't recommend that to people. COVID seems like it sucks.
COVID sucks.
So this is not an explicitly horror game. Although I was gonna look up the Steam tags to see if that's part of it at all.
No.
And surreal and psychological are.
Ooh, okay.
But no horror. It doesn't look like.
I'm okay with psychological. It could be a little fucked up.
But yeah, it's Papo, Papo, and Yo, Y-O. Papo and Yo.
Papa and Yo, okay. And you played a little bit of this, yeah?
I played a significant amount. I think I played a little over half of the game.
Okay.
Which was like 3.5 hours.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of surprised.
And it is a great game that if you have the same experience with me, I will totally understand, because I did not enjoy the emotional nature of it at a certain point, because it was just a lot of heavy shit that I related to a bit. So if you can make it through this game, that would be cool.
Ooh,
if not,
okay,
totally get it.
Okay. I will do my best to try to make it through it.
It's indie in the way that you like, I think, though, in terms of like gameplay and shit like that. So
a little janky,
like
or like.
No, it's well made, but
okay.
it's like it's an indie game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Platformy, puzzly, that kind of shit. You know.
Okay, that is my jam. Okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay, so
cool.
Speaking of that,
so our I was just gonna say our like deal around this is that we do not have to beat these games. They're just for us to try.
Correct.
That either we haven't heard of before, or the other person thinks
yeah,
would be an interesting experiment.
Yeah, it's to push us out of our comfort zone a little bit more, basically.
Exactly.
Mostly
which is
ports.
Harder to do for Bunny than me, I'm sure, because any game you could think of is probably outside my comfort. I play shooters and RPGs. Okay?
I mean, we all have our jam, right?
I guess that's true.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, like, what's it? Oh, I guess you don't like turn-based games.
I do
right?
not like RTS, no, or turn-based.
Yeah. Maybe I'll pick one that's like out of the norm to like get you into the genre.
Maybe. I mean, like Donkey talks about Persona 5, and I've watched a lot of people play Persona 5, so it's...
I'm not... Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to beat it, but that game is like 90 hours long or something.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. That's the only thing that's like kept me from wanting to play it, is because it's fucking 1,000,000 miles and 1,000,000 hours and so on and so forth, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing holding me back.
So, enough of the games we want to play. What games did you play?
Oh, God. I played. Oh, boy. Are you ready for this? I played a lot.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm glad. I'll go first. I played Farthest Frontier and Dota, and that's all.
That's it? That's all you played?
Yeah, I've dipped my toe back into Lord of the Rings Online,
Okay.
but I really haven't made any progress. It took me like an entire evening of being high, figuring out how to navigate that world again. Because there's like zones and shit, and there's mountains blocking regions, and fucking the fast travel's locked till you unlock it.
Oh.
Unless you spend a special kind of currency, like it's fucking nuts.
Right. Okay.
But I literally spent like 4 hours trying to figure out how to do that.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so this is what I played this week, and I'll run down through everything. Me and my roommates wanted to try Phasmophobia, because we haven't really played it much. Yeah. And then our internet died in the middle of our play session. And it took us like 30 minutes to get started and set up and like trying to figure out everything, because that game is still jank as fuck. Even though it's gotten huge like fucking rave reviews and all this other stuff, it's jank. It's so janky, it's funny. Anyway, after that I played a bunch of games yesterday. So I played Convenient, which turned into the most delightful little surprise that I've played in a long time. This is easily in my top like 5 of games that I've played this year.
Wow.
Because it was such a twist, Portz. Oh.
By the way, that's like an 85-page, or not page, but list. Like there's a lot on that.
There's a lot of games.
Saying a little bit. If I said it's in my top 5, you'd be like, yeah, that's the 5th game you played. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so it's not a small feat to say, but like it was everything I love. Horror and low poly, and just like the music was perfect and super creepy. It was scary as fuck. And then the ending was such a twist. I could spoil it here if you want, but it was so good. I just was like shocked and flabbergasted. And then there's a secret fucking ending that is so meta. I'm going to spoil the secret ending. So
would I play this game, do you think?
You might.
Because if you think you can get me to play it, then don't.
Okay, I won't spoil it then. I think you could play this.
I'd rather have a fun conversation about it than you.
I think okay. I think
and
you
this
will
is your
like
chance,
this.
audience, also to play it. Convenience.
Convenience, yeah, or convenient.
Convenience.
Yeah. Convenience.
Convenient.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, so
I believe
it was so good. We went through all the multiple endings. Markiplier head appears in it. It's just good. It's really, really good and super well thought out. I was like really pleasantly shocked. The next game I played was Incision. It is a boomer shooter, and it feels a lot like Dusk. Really,
what?
really
Hang on, what?
good.
Hold up.
So the only issue with it is it's
early access. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's the only issue. It's early access.
That looks so good,
It's
though.
so good, Portz. So the only thing I will say is the last boss. Fuck that boss. That was shit, and I died a bunch, and I wanted to pull. I was literally pulling my hair out because I was so tilted. I think I spent like easily 40 minutes on the boss.
I mean, maybe that's something that'll change in early access.
Maybe because the dev is taking a lot of feedback right now. He is looking for people to play the game. That's how I got in on this. But
I'm gonna buy this right now.
It's so good. I highly recommend it if you love Dusk. It is in early access. He does plan on more episodes, but the first episode was like 4 hours, so I was pleasantly surprised. So yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of content for what it is right now.
Love that shit.
The games I played today was the Mannequin, the Passing. Fuck that game. Fuck you, Covanox. If you're listening to this right now, fuck you. Fuck mannequins. Next game, Ginko. Short, simple, kind of cute, puzzly, but super short. I didn't even realize what was happening until the very end, and then it was over.
Wasn't it like fucking maybe 30 minutes?
Like 30 minutes. Yeah. You were there for that whole one. I was surprised.
Yep.
Couldn't believe it. The last game I played, which was super fucked but well done, was called Bughouse. I don't know why it was called Bughouse. It's like an 80s horror aesthetic. You're a little kid, home alone, latchkey kid. Mom's gone, dad's dead. And then it just derails from there. And you're trying not to get like murdered from this stalker, basically. And you're trying to uncover what happened. It was really good. The ending was fucked and sad. But besides convenient, this week, the creme de la creme for me was Farthest Frontier.
Yeah.
I said, Portz brought this up last week. And he brought it up last week with me, and he's like, oh, yeah, it's like Banish, but not as hard. It's harder than Banish, I will say that.
Even on the easy baby difficulty?
I don't think I'm playing on easy baby difficulty, but I'm playing on, like, I don't remember what I'm playing on. And I've rewiped my map multiple times now, but I can't stop playing this, and I would have gotten a lot more work done this week if I had not downloaded this game, because I easily put 30 hours into it.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe you've played so much already.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those games that I could just like set and like sort of like also do other things at the side. So it's just like Banish was. Like Banish I have like 200 hours in easily. And it's just because it is that way. I think my current setup that I have right now that's still like not perfect town to where I want it is sitting around like you're like 150. I don't remember where I'm at, but it's pretty high. It's pretty high. I haven't touched it in a day or two, but I probably will pick it back up because it's just it's comfy. It's so comfy. I can't help myself.
Yeah. No, I super agree. And I don't know what it is. It doesn't really look like Age of Empires, but there's like a feel that it has that's kind of Age of Empires-y.
Yeah, I can see that.
And obviously, it's not... The gameplay's nothing like it. That's an RTS game. This is a city builder. But there's something that gives me almost the... Because I have that little comfort about playing Age of Empires.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a nostalgia thing. And this feels almost like that. It's like it hacked its way into my fucking brain or something. Like I have nostalgia for this game I've never fucking played.
That's kind of funny how it does that. But yeah, I like it because there's so much more shit that you could do with Banish. Like Banish, once you have like the perfect setup, you're like set for hundreds of years and you just sit there until like the earthquake happens or like fucking a monsoon happens fucking in the middle of like a dry landlocked area. It's fucking crazy.
Do you think eventually those lightning strikes are actually going to do something?
Those lightning strikes?
Like, as they make the, as they progress through early access?
Ooh, maybe. The lightning strikes actually do something. They set my houses on fire, so if they hit stuff...
They did not do that to me. What the fuck? They've landed right on top of buildings and people.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't always, but usually, usually if like it hits a house, it fucking straight up sets it on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Maybe.
I mean, hey, you've been through like 100 years more than me, so.
I mean, maybe baby mode doesn't have that issue.
Oh, could be.
Yeah. They're like, yeah.
I'm not playing on passive, but whatever the lowest difficulty with still like having raids and shit is.
Maybe? Okay, I'll have to look.
Pilgrim or something.
I think I'm on the one above it because I was like, oh yeah, I know what the fuck I'm doing, even though I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, like in this genre. Like I've never ever given one of these a fair shake. So
yeah,
I needed the baby mode.
That's fair. No, honestly, sometimes it's not a bad thing to play some on this like easy. So
I think it would be fun to like learn the fundamentals and then
go into like
come back and challenge yourself.
Yeah, that's fair. That's understandable.
And I think this is a game I'll be playing for a long goddamn time.
Yeah,
it seems really fucking good.
It's just comfy. I don't know how else to describe it other than super comfy. It's exactly what it is.
I really, really enjoy. I'm sure this is a feeling you've gotten from other city builders, but having never really given one a chance, just watching your shit evolve, like, oh, this is my little metropolis area. These are kind of the farmlands, and how that naturally occurs, and you don't really plan it. It's just, it's fucking cool.
It feels good. It feels good, man. Yeah. No, I get that.
You're like, I'm a good mayor, and then everyone's starving and has no shoes, and you're like, oh my
god, nobody has shoes.
What have I done?
Where you accidentally make too many. I accidentally made too many.
Yeah, but you can always sell. Oh, the marketplace is so broken.
I haven't been able to sell any of the fucking because you have to buy the tools, the heavy tools the first time.
Yes.
Which is annoying. I was like, fuck, I can't just make this. I was like, fine. So I bought some, and then I eventually got to the point where you start making them. And then I accidentally forgot to turn it off. And so I had like hundreds of these fucking things, and I wasn't going to use them like anytime soon. And so I put most of them in my thing. Nobody wants to fucking buy them from me. And I was like so tilted. I'm like, these are so expensive and I hate it.
They will eventually, I think.
Yeah. I hate it. Wow, maybe.
That sucks.
Yeah. I just got fucked a little. It's fine. It's understandable. Anyway. Okay. So Dota. And in this game for you,
I think we get if we don't, whether we win or lose this week, I think we don't make the playoffs for my Dota tournament.
No,
I think that's true, but I really don't know how it works. They haven't laid it out super well yet, so
I'm sorry.
Also, they just banned a team for smurfing. So
what the fuck? Somebody was smurfing.
Yeah,
that's fucking
apparently
toxic.
It happens every year. That's what this other captain was saying. Yeah,
that's fucking toxic. That's dumb. Don't smurf.
There's still another suspect team out there, as far as I'm concerned. But we'll let the admins decide.
Yeah, let them do their job, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, their volunteer job. Yep. Actually, we are paying, I guess, technically, but it's pennies.
What is it? It's like $5 entry fee.
The entry fee is $10 for a team.
Okay. $10 for a team, so that's like $2 a person.
Is it half it? I think half of that or more goes to the prize pool.
Oh, so they literally are making pennies if they get anything at all.
And there's a lot of admins too. There's like 6 of them.
Jesus, fucking saints, all of them.
Yeah, I guess.
Literally doing God's Dota work. Okay, are you ready for the news?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Is your body ready?
I got my news pants on.
Okay, let's put on your big boy pants. So let's play catch up from last week. Cause Jesus Christ, this week was fucking crazy, and even this week is fucking crazy with everything. So recap: Rockstar was hacked, GTA was stolen, or GTA 6 was stolen and arrested. Blah blah blah.
They don't have it anymore.
Yeah, no, this
He stole all of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. So it was hacked by a 17-year-old kid.
Who came forward, right?
No, I don't think he came forward. He was definitely arrested. So I've read different reports of it.
Yeah. So have I. It's like, why don't we know? And why are people reporting things if we don't know?
I don't know. Fucking London needs to get their shit together. Also, it's funny because this kid, there has been a lot of conflicting stuff if he turned himself in or if he just whatever. They found him. Maybe that's what it was, but he's also been linked to other hacking incidents, like with Bethesda and a couple other ones, Activision, and I forgot who else.
A born teenager is pretty dangerous, dude.
A born teenager is very dangerous. I think we've seen that a lot. And the best thing about this is he's not even as old as the franchise, but he's also not old enough to buy the game.
I didn't even think about that part.
He's 17. He's a baby. But yeah, so I guess Take-Two basically went with their fucking long hand of the law and went into it. So yeah, they did what they do best: take down the little guy, literally. The next thing I do want to talk about is sort of Twitch drama. Still, so after the whole thing with fucking the gambling and the winning with that and all that good stuff, and Twitch finally taking a stance on that, they had a weird post, a blog post that went live at 3 a.m. for most people. It was like 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is even later because I think aren't they US West based? Yeah, they are. Yeah, so like it must have been like it was like 11 o'clock at night, or no, it would have been midnight. Yeah. It's fucking weird that they posted it at midnight. But anyway, so they posted this big fucking thing about, how Twitch is in it together and like how streamers cost way more than they think it does to stream and stuff like that, and how Amazon Web Services is basically the reason why they can't do the 70-30 split. They basically blame their parent company, saying that, oh, Amazon charges like the full price for us and stuff and blah, 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 which, it can't be true. That can't be possibly true. That would be bad business. If you charge the full price to use Amazon Web Services and server services, like, could you imagine? Like charging, it's like, oh yeah, but I gotta charge you full price.
Yeah,
sort of situation.
I don't know how that works, but it seems like no matter what the case is,
right,
it costs Amazon the same amount of money.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's
just where you shuffle it to, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. But like, still, they're trying to make Twitch profitable, so this is something that was brought up in a lot of people's Twitters. That Twitch is on a deadline now. They've been around for what, almost 10 years, and they're not profitable.
Right.
They have
Yeah, but isn't that all of Amazon's business? I mean, other than Amazon Prime and shipping and shit.
Yeah. I think it hasn't been profitable, and like, I guess so. Okay, their games obviously, haven't been doing that great, and Twitch on top of it, and the only thing keeping them afloat is Amazon Store. So,
I mean, the only thing keeping them afloat really is how big they are, right? Because they'll always keep their worth because they're basically like a government service almost. Like,
yeah,
we
too
need
big.
them almost.
Yes.
You know, like it's fucking crazy. I think that's the valuable part of the company.
Also, the fact that they treat their people, like shit and garbage and all this other stuff, and then people continue to work for them. But anyway, yeah.
Sure, that's part of their value also.
Sorry, that was mean. But so they announced that they wouldn't be doing this, and a lot of people are very upsetty that, like, so people who have the 70-30 split as it is, they'll keep it up to $100,000.
To be honest with you, I have not done the math.
Yeah.
But the amount that they're getting back from these streamers, I don't think makes up the difference between these fucking server costs and their profits.
I don't think so
at
either.
all.
No.
Not even close, I bet. But, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I just remember looking up the server prices. It's hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
They're not going to make that back with a fucking 50-50 rather than a 70-30.
No. And, like, but if they try to fucking make it any lower than the 50-50, you know how many people will literally fucking riot. They will burn Twitch to the ground. Like, the 50-50 isn't great, but it obviously works. We get to use their platform for free, and they take the cut.
Nothing's changing for, like, the normal person, except maybe their hopes and dreams are gone, which is, it should have been anyway.
Should have been a long time ago. Like mine, dead in the ditch as I deal with Spectrum again. But it's just also depressing. Like, because like YouTube does a 70-30 split, and other sites also do 30 split, but none of them do have a streaming.
How much Amazon is charging them?
How much are they charging Google?
Maybe there's an internal coup.
I don't know. Maybe Google has like better web services, and there's certain things that Google, like YouTube streaming, is starting to move towards, and then there's like apps like Truffle to help other people who are wanting to switch over to YouTube streaming and try it out, to help like with the way that the chat works and everything else with YouTube, because it could kind of be a little weird and daunting.
Yeah. Okay.
So. But
That's cool.
It's a little sad to see the 70-30 split, like, is dead. They squashed that hope and dream for anybody to ever get a,
I wonder if that will pan out.
What?
Because right now, Twitch, like you said, YouTube is making some moves, so I don't know. I just feel like Twitch might have shot themselves in the foot a bit.
I think Twitch...
If enough people leave, it's going to be like that fucking shit.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are talking about leaving and trying YouTube and stuff like that. Like Code Miko, she announced that she's going to bring her show over to there, and she has sway with G4 now. And a couple other streamers are talking about switching over there. Plus, with all the drama that's happening with Twitch and like some of their top streamers, like with Mizkif and Maya and like all that drama, and I don't really want to talk about it because it all sucks at this point, but like they're losing those people possibly, and those people might be like going away. Like Maya announced that she's not going to stream anymore, and like Asmongold is also talking about taking a step back for a little bit and maybe streaming less, just because of all the drama with Mizkif and OTK, and so. It'll be interesting to see.
I didn't know any of these people's names before, other than Asmongold. But
Asmongold? Yeah. Mizkif is the goofy-looking motherfucker.
Oh, I know who he is now. I know who he is now.
Okay.
I've watched like 20 hours of coverage of this fucking thing.
It's just so
I know every sordid detail in this man's life.
Jesus, it's so fucking crazy. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
It's like it was literally like Twitch's Johnny Depp trial.
Oh my God, it has been.
Yeah.
And like fucking Hassan is there watching all the shit for it. And it is the Johnny Depp trial on Twitch.
Yeah.
You should put that on Twitter. Anyway,
Okay.
it's going to be interesting to see how Twitch tries to help people with this and like how they're actually going to try to help their users. I don't think they're going to do good. I think what's going to happen is they're going to hit that 10-year mark, not realize it's profitable, and then they'll finally get a new CEO at Twitch who maybe will be interested in helping creators, but that CEO is so far and detached from Twitch that there's like a running joke that he doesn't even work at Twitch. He's just a name that somebody basically made up.
Interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of big people to fall this week, did you see what happened? I'm trying to pull up his name here.
Are you talking about the esports guy?
Yeah.
I never knew who he was, but people say he's a giant deal in esports.
Yeah, so he's
I didn't really know what G2 was either, or isn't it not G2? What's his
G2.
esports? It's G2.
It is G2.
Okay.
Yeah. CEO Carlos.
I had no idea there was a G2 to a G4. Like G4 I knew about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not related, right?
No, not related at
Okay.
all. No, G2
Seems crazy that one of those companies came after the other.
I know, a little bit. But yeah, it is a huge esports organization. They have teams all across the place. They have hundreds of sponsors and stuff. And he's the CEO. Carlos Rodriguez is his name. And so Carlos Rodriguez was recently partying, celebrating a G2's World Championship, but he's seen partying and drinking champagne with none other than Andrew fucking Tate. And so everybody's like, whoa.
Is this the same guy who said he is esports?
I don't know if this is the same guy.
Because it gave me the exact same vibes.
I am esports.
Of like someone who just doesn't know their place in fucking life. You know, like, yeah, sure, you're CEO of an esports or company, but look around you, dude. You can't just go, I can party with whoever I want. You're a fucking leader in an industry that does not like people like Andrew Tate, you dumbass.
No, that was Thorin that declared I'm esports,
okay.
And he got fucking canceled to the ground, and nobody knows who he is anymore. Anyway.
I didn't know who he was before that either.
Fair enough. So Carlos was seen celebrating this huge fucking win and this victory for his company and his peeps, and they were drinking, and of course Andrew Tate's there. And then of course a lot of people started ridiculing him and being like, why the fuck are you hanging out with a piece of shit like Andrew Tate and smoking cigars with him? And then so he's like, he doubles down. He's like, no one will be able to police my friendship. I draw the line here. I party with whoever the fuck I want.
Yeah, of course you do, bud.
And the best thing is these tweets are still up. All of them. So
I respect that. I respect leaving them there. That's a good move, I guess.
I mean, it shows that you maybe changed within a day after getting ridiculed and burned at the stake.
I think what it really means is like, this is, I'm accepting the consequences of what I said.
Right.
Is what it is.
Right.
Which is, like, I think stupid, but also, like, if he's got convictions, I guess he's standing by them. Like that.
Yeah.
He's got some sort of moral compass, even if it's pointing the wrong direction.
Right. I mean, I don't think necessarily that makes him a bad guy, but like esports in general is plagued with like, you know, women not having equal representation or women just getting constantly shit on to the point where some of them have killed themselves from all the threats and just fucking horrible shit that has been said to them in esports. And so to hang out with Andrew Tate, it does not look good for you or your company. And so he released another statement saying that many G2 fans were let down this weekend, which created confusion about what I stand for. It has always been my consistent target to stand for absolute equality of opportunity regardless of who you are, where you come from, and which is what gaming is all about. And of course, the ultimate chopping block happened when Riot announced who was going to be on their who's going to be basically playing for League of Legends, and their huge what's the Dota thing that happens? The 40 million. Sorry,
the international. Yeah, for League, it's called World LCS.
What's it called?
Is that what it
LCS.
is? League
That's what
Championship.
it is. Yes,
yeah,
something like that. And so that was happening. Riot was listing off.
So it's like invited teams, right?
Yeah, it's invited only. It's invitation only, and of course, G2 was not invited.
So I heard from, I think it was Penguins or whatever his name is on YouTube.
Moist Critical?
Moist Critical, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah.
I can't believe I went to Penguins before fucking Moist Critical. But that is like Penguins 0 is his fucking YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But he was saying that the speculation, yes, is obviously that this happened because of what
Andrew
this guy
Tate,
did.
yeah, and
the picture and the PR nightmare, basically.
Yeah.
But also, there's a lot of weird teams that weren't invited, like TSM and shit like that. So it doesn't. I mean, it does. Obviously, you can connect those dots still,
right?
But it's not necessary. Like the other team didn't have a fucking PR nightmare like that.
No.
Other than I think they were cheating in a game recently.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe that's what it could be, but either way, it does not look good. It did not look good.
No.
For Carlos, even though he had people coming to his aid and stuff like that at this point, and then G2 announced that they fucking fruit fly in my room, that they let him go.
The funny thing is, if he didn't tweet, I think it might have been fine.
If he didn't back down,
there was a picture, whatever, but that story would die so fast.
Yeah.
But he stoked the shit out of that PR fire.
Yeah, he fucking doubled down. If he didn't double down and
he added himself, giving the fucking finger in that photo is what happened.
It was come on, dude. Come on. It's yikes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are still upset with him. It was a big PR nightmare.
You know what I think I would tweet if that happened? Because I would definitely hang out with Andrew Tate if he invited me. I would be like, dude, who would pass up the opportunity? It's like
to punch an idiot in the face.
No, not punch him, but just what a weird fucking. That's an internet, he's a cartoon character to me, basically. I wanted to go observe in person, and obviously that'd be insulting to his friend, which I think they're actually friends. So
yeah,
but PR wise, there's ways out of that. and saying fuck you, I can party with whoever I want is not one of them.
Yeah, that's not a very good look. Sorry, Carlos. You should have just been he was just there sort of situation.
He was there, it's so many pictures have so many. I'm so excited to say this, I couldn't even fucking get the sentence straight. So many people have pictures with fucking Epstein, right?
Oh yeah, that's
how many of them are fucking canceled? Almost zero.
None.
I think he would have survived in Andrew Tate if he just shut the fuck up.
Right. Okay, so that was that whole smorgasbord drama shit show.
Yes.
So 2 quick things I do want to talk about, and then we're gonna get to the big story that I've been holding off for this whole thing. 2 trailers dropped this week for video game being adapted into media, right? So Nier Automata got an anime introduction. Did you watch any of those trailers that I sent you?
No.
Or the trailer?
No.
It looks really good. I'm actually kind of excited for the anime. It's pretty. I think it looks pretty.
All right.
I think it looks pretty. Look at you. Fucking, you're the one who made me play that game, and you're
I like the game. But I like it's because it's a game and not an anime.
Yeah, but didn't you like the
it is
story
an
and the
game,
music?
But it's what's that?
I thought you liked the story and the music too.
No, of course I do. Yeah. I mean, the story is probably the best part, and the music's second to that, actually. But I don't know. It just doesn't.
I don't know.
I don't have a defense for this. I don't know. I like
Fair.
the game. I
Fair.
don't like most anime.
That's fair. That's understandable. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna watch it. I've been watching.
What is it coming out on?
I don't know what the anime is gonna come out on. They just literally announced it. And,
if it's something I have, I'll watch it, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. It doesn't start until next year. The beginning of next year. It's like 1/1 is when it first drops. But they haven't like announced where it's gonna go. So, from everything that I'm seeing here.
Okay.
I have been, speaking of anime, I've been watching the Cyberpunk Netflix series. Yep. Really good.
Really?
Really good. Really, really, really good. If you like Cyberpunk...
I'm hearing about good TV shows, and I'm skeptical, man. I've been burned too many times.
You know me, and I was, like, skeptical, too, and I'm still skeptical of the game, but that actually makes me want to play the game. And I understand why a lot more people are into it now. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, okay.
Damn, I don't want an itch to play that game again. I just fucking beat it.
Well, you can play when the DLC comes out. Maybe that's when you watch the anime.
I mean, isn't that now? Isn't that like this week?
Oh, I think it is this week. Give yourself a break.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it. Is it coming out episodically?
It's all out on Netflix. It's the whole season.
Fuck.
It's the whole season. It's only I think it's only 10 episodes, so it's not too bad, and they're only like 20 minutes.
I can't stop fucking falling asleep to Rings of Power, so I need something else to watch.
Yeah, we've been watching it, so we've been waiting until all of us can watch it together, me and my roommate.
Yeah.
And so we're all like it's taken us a little time to get to it, but yeah, it's been good. The last thing that dropped a trailer was actually today, and that was The Last of Us adaptation with Daddy Pedro Pascal as Joel.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the trailer dropped for this. It looks actually really good.
Oh, sweet.
I think Pedro's gonna do a good job.
Steal the show. Yeah.
He's gonna steal the show. He's gonna steal the show. And the clickers there's like a 5-second, or not even 5 second. It's like a second of a clicker, and they look good.
Is it just retelling the story of the first game?
It's the game. Yeah, it's the game.
Okay.
So you can watch that and not have to play it.
That would be great, because the gameplay sucks.
It's not the best. I will be honest. I don't like stealth games.
Terrible. Okay,
it's hard.
It's not the best. It's fucking terrible.
It's the story that got me through it. You know I hate stealth games, and I'm not great at stealth games.
Yeah, the story is amazing, but if there's long plays on YouTube, like, Jesus Christ.
Fair enough. You don't want somebody else. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I think it looks great. So the last thing I want to talk about is Big Mode. Big Mode's here.
What?
Big Mode. Donkey's publisher.
Oh, is that what it's called? Oh,
called
shit.
Big Mode.
I haven't seen his video. I've only seen people tear him apart.
Mm-hmm.
Rip him to shreds on Twitter.
Yeah.
Industry people.
People have been very mean to him.
Industry people. People that make games now are coming back and being like, I'm the critic now.
To be fair, I don't I love Donkey. I have very similar opinion on games as he does. A very similar mentality. I like indie games. I like weird games that are out there. And he let me see if I can find the meme for this. Hard Drive Twitter. Hard Drive had the best fucking meme for this whole thing, this announcement, and it was a pretty good roast. And let me see if I can find it here. But a lot of people are saying just because you know games and you know these kinds of games, you don't know anything about publishing. And I think yes and no. But here it is. Hard Drive's take on Donkey's announcement. Donkey announces he wants to be a game developer, just needs coders and idea guys.
So everything.
Yeah, so everything. Exactly. But like if you do watch the video, he does mention a few things in there. He's like, I will get eyes on you on your game for you, which obviously he can do that. But the thing about Donkey that we've always loved about him is that he doesn't he isn't paid to do any of these reviews that he does. He does them because he feels passionate about that game, right? So obviously, hopefully he will only pick games that he is passionate about. But if there's like any inkling of like anything that he's like contradicted himself in, like he hates microtransactions. He's very anti-microtransaction. And so if he all of a sudden backs a game and then he does a video on said game that he is backing because he's now tied to it, he's now invested in this game, is it going to be the same thing? And also, is he going to, you know, invest in games that he necessarily doesn't?
I think it would be the best case scenario if he puts out dog shit games.
Yeah.
And rips them to shreds in videos. His own games. Wouldn't that be fucking amazing?
Okay, first of all, that would be great. 10 out of 10.
Like, making bad games just to make content on YouTube would be the coolest fucking move.
That'd be so fucking Chad. That would be the chaddest fucking move.
Now, if he comes out and makes bad games and gives them good reviews, then he's a hack and his YouTube career should be over.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Is like,
I don't think so. No.
I don't think. I think he will be honest, but he has to be honest with the game too. But like, if he's not putting out content that he is happy with as a publisher, why is he backing it? Once your money gets tied into something like this, and it could affect your judgment.
Well, it depends on how his mind is like adjusted to this thing, like,
right.
Because you could just not put out things you're not proud of, right? Like,
right.
Blizzard didn't do that for a long time, right? They famously scrapped like $1 million projects.
Right.
And
same with Valve, I guess, too.
Yeah, Valve does that too. So as long as there's like that sort of thing going on, I mean, it sucks because you probably won't put out a game for a while, and you'll probably be in the red for a long time. But I hope that's the way that. I mean, it seems like he's trying to say I can do better.
Right.
Which is probably why developers got really defensive, and I mean, he should stand up to it.
I think he should stand up to it and like show his credentials and where he thinks he is actually.
And if it doesn't work out, I really hope he does like a video about it, like, hey, yeah, I bit off more I could chew, like something like that, because it is a bold move to do this. Like, especially like I said, I didn't watch the video, but he said something like, I've been a gamer my entire life. Maybe he's joking, right? Because it's fucking donkey.
Yeah.
But thinking that you've played a lot of games and then you can make a good game is like the craziest thought ever.
I think that's where he is coming from. But he has to literally, he has to be confident. It's his product. Like, if you're not confident and you present that, it's not gonna go very well.
And I mean, if the product is good, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
He's already got the audience,
yeah.
Which is the other thing that scares people, right? They're like, oh, he's just gonna cash in.
Yeah.
People do this with T-shirts and sweatshirts all the time, and no one gives a shit.
Yeah, this is a different form of merch. Yeah, this is definitely a different form of merch.
And it's riskier. He's putting in money, right? Like I think he said they're funding the whole thing, him and his wife. So
yeah,
Yeah. Good luck to him, I guess. I mean, it's so funny because games journalists always go like, oh, we don't want to see anyone, not have jobs or fail or whatever. Even, games they criticize. But a lot of people are like, do not fucking enter this industry. You don't know what you're up for. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, but
that's the thing is, like, anybody who got into
the other thing is
game
people
development,
doubting his credentials. Like, look, yes, he's never done this before.
Yeah.
He also had never done YouTube before.
Yeah. Exactly.
He did that. It doesn't mean he can do this other thing, but if he can, he's going to fucking find it. I guarantee you.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm glad to see another person toss their hat in the ring. I mean, it can't just be Devolver Digital making the good indie games.
That's what a lot of people were comparing him to, was Digital Devolver, or Devolver Digital or whatever. He loves a lot of their games as it is, and that's Devolver Digital's. I don't know why I mixed that up. Devolver's bread and butter.
I don't know what I did.
I did it.
Okay.
I do it. I always call it Digital Devolver instead of Devolver Digital. Devolver, like, that's their bread and butter. That's what they have been known for, is finding these like little gems of like amazing indie games and just bringing them to us and like empowering them and like innovating them. And if he could do something similar to what they do with, like, because they always do the crazy shows on E3, and they also have their own like expo show that they do that shows off their own shows and like their own games that are coming out, and it's always crazy and over the top. It's the only thing that I watch besides the game show awards from beginning to end. It's the only thing I do watch from beginning to end game-wise. Like, if it's E3, I skip around. If it's like any of like the PlayStation stuff or like anything else, I skip around. Even in the Summer Game Fest.
Read a summary.
Yeah, I skip around. But like, if he can accomplish something similar to what Devolver's doing, I think he has the potential to have success. And a lot of people were saying, what's his face from Bloomberg, Jason Schreier or something crazy. Schreier, yeah, you're right. He said something about how he couldn't believe that Donkey started a video game publisher. He's like, with no experience, instead of taking the normal approach, getting a Harvard MBA, working at McKinsey for 5 years, and then failing upward and blah, blah, blah. And then he even said, he's like, I don't really have a strong opinion on this whole thing. Who knows if it'll be a disaster or what, but it'll be hilarious. It's hilarious to see people. He has no experience making games. Like, wait until you hear about who's running most game publishers for the last 40 years. Like, look at Bobby Kotick. Like, as much as I hate to use him as an example, he had no video game experience when he started at Activision. None. Like, like he was working for fucking food packaging some shit. And it's just like, to discredit him just because he has no experience in this field doesn't mean he doesn't know people who could get him in the right direction or help him in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, if he hires,
a good team,
project managers and stuff, I mean, it's not so difficult to make a video game that no one can do it. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I play a lot of weird shit.
And people are just, I don't know. Games have been kickstarted forever, right? Like, who's fucking back in those games? Just some motherfuckers who decided to, Right. Like, what the fuck? There's examples of this shit happening all of the time. It doesn't have to be fucking Ubisoft.
No. But that's the thing he's going after. He's going after weird little indie games.
Like, those guys probably would have... like, if they were in the inner circle of the guy that made the Forgotten City, they probably would have told him to fucking quit. They'd be like, yeah, this is going nowhere. You're a better lawyer. Like, fuck you. Like, you don't know shit about that person.
Yeah.
That's what I say to that. Like, yes, the odds are stacked against them. That's most people who do great things.
Right. And I
actually, all of them.
Right. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I think, either way, I want to see what happens with this. I want to
100%. I'm super, interested in whatever outcome. It's not my fucking money.
I mean, good point, but yeah, I want to see some Donkey back games. I want to see it. I'm genuinely curious. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna make more games you like than me, so it's hard for me to get excited, but it's fine.
I mean, he plays a lot of. He's found a lot of good, interesting games, and it'll be interesting to see. Like, if there's games like Super Hot, and what other games did he help blow up? Super Hot was a big one. I'm trying to think of other fucking little ones like that. Oh, The Looker. Which is a trolly ass motherfucking game. Obviously, Super Mario 2.
Super Mario 2 is a classic indie game. Game of the year, though.
Technically, it was. Game of the year. I don't know. He's talked about so many fucking games. It's hard to keep track of it. Like Goose Game and like fucking his Mario Party shit is always 10 out of 10. And yeah. Oh, Super Seducer's another one that he played, which was funny as fuck.
Ah.
Yeah. And he's talked about Red Dead Redemption a few times from what I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Overwatch. He used to be a big League player. Too.
That's how he used to. Yeah, that's what he used to mostly fucking make content for until he got banned.
That's wild.
He got banned from.
Imagine that. League, you'd have a more interesting top streamer than Tyler One. Wouldn't that be nice?
I'm so glad he got banned from that fucking game. Oh my god, that would be funny as fuck. All right, but that's it for the news. And thank you for listening and stuff. And dealing with my internet ports.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do, right?
Well, that's a good point. This is a good point. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch and Twitter. The Real Portz and Evil's Face Bunny, and also ignore Backlog, where you can come yell at me and fight me. And so on. And
we're also on TikTok, right?
Yeah, but it's been a while since I posted. I've been real bad.
Go watch our old shit.
Yeah, go watch our old shit. Share us, love us, etc. Etc. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Yep, it's over. You laughing at me?